Well, hello and welcome back to Cask Theology, and happy 2020. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah. Happy New Year, guys. So, since I did this last year, I figured I'd do it again, and I'm doing a channel update thing like I did on the 5th of January in 2019. So, what I'm going to do quickly is just go through what I've been through and what's coming up next for the channel. Nice, easy one. So, this time last year, I celebrated the fact that I've got 10 subscribers, and I was blown away by that. But I can now report that I'm even more blown away by the fact that I'm now, at the time of recording this, I'm at 110 subscribers. 110! That's insane! I thought I was just going to get like 20 by the end of the year, but no, apparently 110 people think that this stuff is worth watching. So, thank you very much, guys. In fact, this calls for a toast. And yeah, I've got a nice beer called Boston Tea Party, which I picked because most of my subscribers and most of my views, apparently, according to my analytics, come from the US. So you've got to have a bit of banter, haven't you? So Boston Tea Party is what I picked. Look at that, it's a nice hazy IPA. Oh, and it's absolutely great. So, of course, 110 subscribers, that's quite a milestone. That came out of nowhere at the end of the year. So I'd just like to say, cheers, a toast to all my subscribers, old and new. Welcome. Let's learn about theology and beer together. Cheers. Oh, excellent stuff. So, my first year of YouTube was all about just learning stuff. So, in my previous channel update on the 5th, it was all about me saying, oh wow, I've had 14 videos, and the audio quality was absolutely shocking. And I'd got no idea what I was doing, but 2019 I'd kind of got a handle on what I was kind of doing, so I thought further up and further in. Let's just really dive in and just experiment and have fun and just not think about the numbers and just get on with making videos and try new stuff and all that kind of thing. And that's what I've done this year. So quick recap then. After my channel update, in February I did a couple of things. In February, I did my video on atheism, which was my first foray into chaotic comment sections. So that was a learning experience. Because, you know, who knew that atheism would be a controversial topic? But if you did comment on there, thank you very much. You've helped me learn a lot of lessons. Because, well, you know, I'm new at this, you know. In February as well, I used some of my birthday money and I became a proper YouTuber, and I bought myself a Blue Yeti, because every YouTuber's got a Blue Yeti. So yeah, my audio quality shot up a lot because I did actually have a bit of history in doing sound engineering with Audacity when I in one of the old churches. So yeah, I could tweak and things. So that was another focus. What else did I do? Oh yes. In April, I went weekly for a bit to see if I could pump out videos on a weekly basis. I did that for a couple of months, and I think it was about June, July-ish, that I realised this is too much, and I went to a schedule that was basically, yeah, whatever. So that's why my video uploads after that, after about June, July, were a bit sort of spread out. I think the longest I went was about a month without releasing a video, but you know, I learned a lot this year. In doing both sort of extremes, you know, the laissez-faire and the let's just go for it. So the first half was about quantity, and the second half was, well, let's just make quality. So I tried a lot of stuff. And 2019 ended on a really high note as well, because it was my first ever collaboration video with Mythology Guy. He did a great channel. He's got a great channel, and he did a great video on the Apostle Thomas, which you can view now. Once you've viewed that, go watch mine on his channel. Check out his channel as well. It's really cool, and it was a lot of fun having my first ever collab with another YouTuber. I think I can call myself a YouTuber now. I don't know. I've got my own URL because I've got 100 subscribers. So can I call myself a YouTuber? I don't know. I'm just going to still make videos for you guys. So what's coming in 2020 then? Well, I'll give you a guess. It's theology and beer. More of the same, basically. I'm going to be continuing the series about what happened to the apostles, obviously, because there's still about 10 of them left. Then after that, I'm going to be doing the church fathers, who are the guys that took over the church after the apostles were all gone. And let me tell you, those guys were hardcore. That's going to be a lot of fun to do them. In terms of beer, there's still beers that I haven't explained yet. I haven't done barley wine, I haven't done saison. There's a couple of styles that I haven't done. Old ale, that's another one I haven't done. Mead, that's another. So still got a couple of them to do. I was also thinking about, in terms of new videos that are coming, doing a series on the history of beer. So from the very beginning, so the first archaeological digs that we find beer in, all the way up to today, and all the bits and bobs that happened in between. Running in parallel on the church history series, because that history is just as fascinating as the history of the church. So one thing I have learned this last year is that to try and juggle a full-time bar job and YouTube, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky, I'm going to be honest. So I decided that I'm going to bring back the fortnightly format. So I'm going to do the 14th and the 28th videos again, because that works really well. One of the reasons I stopped going weekly was because of the research and stuff took too much time, and images and stuff, sometimes it just took too long to find, and became more of a stress to make the video than it was to actually research the thing. So I've discovered that doing a fortnightly sort of thing actually helps, because you can do a week of research and finding all the stuff, and then you can make the video the week after and do all the recording, and it works out really well. So I'm going back to the 14th and 28th, guys, so you'll always know when a video is coming out on Cask Theology. It'll either be 14th or the 28th. Could be theology, could be beer, could be both, could be this, yeah. Basically scheduling, that's happening again, because it's needed. For myself and my channel, I guess. Right, what else do we need to talk about? Oh yeah, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, don't we? Which happened at the end of the year, and that was the FTC and copper and all that sort of stuff. Everyone's got to mention it because it's kind of a big deal, isn't it? Now, when it first came out, I was a bit, because, and so were a lot of people, basically because of the wording of a lot of the stuff that YouTube was saying. You know, if you got cartoons in your videos, then you could get fined $42,000. I don't know about you, but I don't have $42,000. And with the amount of cartoons on my channel, I don't have the amount of money that they're going to be asking for if they decided to go for me. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait for a bit, but I'm going to prepare my vids in future. So you may have noticed a sort of like downturn in cartoony type stuff that I've been putting on here, getting a bit more serious. That was kind of a choice I was making anyway, to make it a bit more serious. But the cartoons can help, you know, sort of like lighten the mood sometimes for stuff. So it was a bit sad to lose them, but people like Hoglaw and Legal and what's his name, Creekcraft, that Roblox YouTuber, they've all gone to the FTC. Some of the YouTube gurus like Daryl Eves and Roberta Blake and all that have got involved, and more information, more and more information's come out. And at the end of the year, you know, the FTC had like released their comments and stuff, and I discovered buried in there is that my channel's going to be okay. Because they've got like a general audience sort of idea, and they know that cartoons can be for adults and they can be for children, and that was my biggest worry, that like people were going to see my thing and like, oh, cartoons, get him, even though it's educational content, because this is a tough niche anyway, because for some reason YouTube doesn't like educational and history channels. I don't know why. They say they do, but then they suppress them, oddly. It's odd, but I'm still going to do what I keep doing, because theology and beer is fun stuff to learn about, and we're going to keep doing it. Anyway, little ramble over. My channel's going to be alright. I'm going to bring back the cartoons, probably update the little guy that sits in the corner here. I'm probably going to update him to be a bit more chilled out, and I'm just going to do more of the same, guys. So it's going to be 2020, it's going to be more theology, more beer. If you've got a comment, please do put it down there. If you've got an idea, put it in the comments. If you want to learn something new about a beer or a bit of theology or something, put it in the comments, because I do read every single one of them. I heart everyone if I can't reply to it when I'm at work, and if I can reply to it, I'll reply to it later, because comments are important, and I do read them all. because it knows that you guys are engaging with my stuff and that you're enjoying it. In fact, you know, this is how important comments are. A comment on one of my earlier videos led to my Mythology Guy collab, because Mythology Guy suggested, hey, why don't you put a series up where you do the Apostles after the Bible. I'm like, that's a really great idea. So as soon as church history was done, I did that. So yeah, if you've subscribed, thank you very much for a fantastic year. Thank you very much, guys. It's been a blast. And if you're not subscribed, cheers to you as well. Although, you know, there's a button. There's a button there. It's red, and there's a button, and there's a little bell thing. And if you could just click them, yeah, that'd be grand. So yeah, thanks a lot. I hope you guys have a fantastic 2020. And yeah, more theology and beer coming here. Next video on the 14th is going to be on Camera, the campaign for Real Ale. I've mentioned them about a bajillion times in every beer video. They're not, I don't think there's much of a big thing outside of the UK, but in the UK beer scene, they are a big deal. So that is going to be on the 14th, followed by What Happened to Peter on the 28th. So do tune in for that. And until next time, guys, as always, grab yourself a drink, keep asking questions. Oh, magic.